Hi, Dr. Corey Miller here with your Ratio Christi News Minute, June 9th. Here are 4 stories we're tracking. A big congrats to Houghton University President Wayne Lewis Jr. for holding the line for biblical values under intense pressure to bend the cultural tide. Last month, the private Christian university dismissed 2 professors that refused to remove pronouns from their school email signatures. When they complained to the media about this supposed prejudice, hundreds of students signed a petition demanding that they be reinstated. President Lewis took just 3 days to deny the signatories' request. In defending his decision, he told CBN News that including pronouns in an email signal to the recipient that the individual is, quote, accepting of a position about sex and gender that is not in alignment with the positions, the beliefs, the doctrine of Houghton University or our sponsoring denomination, the Wesleyan Church. Bravo, President Lewis. Genesis says that God created them male and female, not 50 Shades of Grey. If you were planning to attend the University of Connecticut, UConn, you might want to make sure you graduate before the fall of 2024 term begins, because UConn's provost recently announced that the starting of that school year, all undergraduates will be required to pass a 1-credit course titled Anti-Black Racism. Now, we know that in the literature, anti-racism is just another form of racism. UConn's office states on their website that making the anti-Black racism course a requirement for every Husky undergraduate is not the final step, but is a necessary next step in improving the learning experiences at UConn. I wonder what the next step for UConn students will be. Hey, are you looking to spend some time outdoors this summer? Well, UC Riverside's got just the thing for you. Trans Camp. The California State School held its first annual transgender retreat, affectionately known as T-Camp, this past April. Among the various gender discovery activities, students were also given a trans guide that included the best endocrinologists and surgeons to go to for, well, gender surgery. The cost to go to the camp is just $165, but don't worry, the school website says it's happy to help anyone through government funds and grants who can't afford to go. Well, if it's okay to fund cutting off a penis and breast, is it okay if we fund arm and leg amputation as well? According to a recent law school graduate speaking at her graduation ceremony, law itself is white supremacist. That's right. To be clear, though, she wasn't advocating any particular law as white supremacist, but that the idea of laws itself is. Does she want anarchy? The graduate went on to call for revolution, asking her fellow graduates to fight against capitalism, racism, imperialism, and Zionism around the world. We've heard it all before. This rhetoric can be expected as it's in our education. In the book Critical Race Theory and Introduction, we're told that CRT questions the very foundations of the liberal order, including equality theory, legal reasoning, Enlightenment rationalism, and neutral principles of constitutional law. Again, the problems downstream in culture start upstream at the university, and that's why Ratio Christi is reaching students and professors with the gospel of Christ. I'm Dr. Corey Miller, and this has been your Ratio Christi News Minute.